wealth, money, and prosperity. These are dreams everyone aspires to, yet few achieve. Today, let's discuss your relationship with money. Is that okay with you? I'll start by asking you a question, and I want you to be honest. Have you ever wondered why some people manage to become rich while others continue to struggle with debts and expenses year after year? Have you noticed something? Why do schools teach us things we'll never use in life, but never teach us about money? Why does it have to be like that? If school taught you about money, perhaps you'd already be rich today. But if school didn't teach you, I will. Because what you've never learned about money in your entire life, you'll learn in this short video. Get ready for a journey of discovery where we'll reveal secrets about how money really works, far beyond just saving and investing. Let's dive into the world of personal finance, entrepreneurship, and much more. Are you ready to change the way you think about money? Let's start with simple things. Is money good or bad? We've been told that money is something bad. You need to rethink your beliefs about money. Often in movies, the rich are portrayed as dishonest cheats, and you might think, I don't want to be dishonest or a cheat, so I'll remain poor. However, money can't be good or bad. People are good or bad with money. Money simply amplifies their options. I can use a sum of money to do illicit things, but I can also use that same money to buy food for the homeless. In this case, money is just a facilitator in our lives. How often have you heard that the rich don't enter heaven? I've heard it many times myself. So you might think if the rich don't enter heaven, then I want to be poor. We need to rethink our beliefs because most rich people are hardworking and honest, which is why many people trust them. Would you trust doing business with dishonest people? Definitely not. So why do you think others would? People trust the rich because they're trustworthy. Of course, there are dishonest rich people too, many who earn fortunes illegally. But I want you to understand that most aren't like that. When the media finds a dishonest rich person, they talk about it all the time until we get the impression that all the rich are dishonest, which isn't true. So say it like this: I will be an honest rich person. I've met honest and dishonest rich people, as well as honest and dishonest poor people. Rethink this situation because you'll never become something you despise. If you despise the rich, you'll probably never become one. So how about changing that perspective? The other question is whether the rich go to heaven or not. Let me tell you something. The Creator made all things, and all the wealth in this world belongs to Him. For God Himself says, "The silver and gold are all mine." Now I ask you, how can a God who owns everything want His children to suffer? We need to reform our thoughts about this because the God of the Bible is abundant in grace, love, and mercy, and His desire is for His children to prosper too. Now, I need you to understand something very serious. Money needs to be in your bank account or in your pocket, but never in your heart. Repeat after me. Your money needs to be in your pocket or in your bank account, and never in your heart. When used for good, money can even facilitate your spirituality because you can use your money abundantly to help your needy brother. Some people are so mediocre at this that when they pray, they ask God only for their daily bread. So I ask you, if God needs you to feed a homeless person, what do you do, since you only ask for yourself? If God wants you to financially bless a missionary on another continent, what do? You only think of yourself. Only ask for yourself. Are you individualistic? No, you're not individualistic. You just have a mistaken thought about money that needs correction. When you pray, ask God to greatly bless your financial life so you can live well and bless others too. We've already dispelled two big myths: the myth that every rich person is dishonest, and the myth that the rich don't enter heaven. Can we continue? If you understand, comment like this: I understand. Now learn a great lesson about money. Money doesn't accept disrespect. It's an excellent servant, but a terrible master. Learn to master it, or it will master you. Know how to intentionally control everything that comes in and goes out of your life in money. Know exactly how much you owe each month in fixed bills and try to reduce any cost that doesn't make sense. There's something called a credit card, which is the terror of many families because people think the credit card balance is an extension of their salary. But no, my friends, it's not. Understand this: if you spend all your credit card balance and these expenses exceed the value of your monthly salary, congratulations, you've just harmed your finances, and it can cost you dearly. Every time you use a credit card, think, do I really need this? I'm buying. If you ask yourself and really think about it, you'll realize that most of the things you buy with a credit card are things you don't need. I've never known anyone who got into credit card debt because they needed to buy groceries for the month, but I've seen many people who got into debt buying a new phone, a new TV, or new clothes, and in the end, they didn't need any of it. They just bought it on impulse. Some people are consumers by nature and have a habit of spending recklessly, which needs to be corrected if you want to be rich someday. But if you want to remain poor, you don't need to change anything. That's the path. I don't know about the rest of the world, but here in Brazil, we usually say that the credit card is a quick fix. A quick fix is a popular saying we use when something makes our lives easier in a particular situation. For example, my car broke down and my friend gave me a ride. In this case, my friend did me a favor. Yes, many people use the credit card as a quick fix, but be careful, my friends, because the favor it does today is the same favor that will hit you on the head later. Our financial life has 4 levels. I'll explain each one and you'll see where you fit, okay? The first level is the worst of all. The person receives their monthly salary, and when they do the math, they realize they spent more than they earned. The numbers never add up. They earn 2,000 and spend 2,500. I imagine the person in this situation can hardly sleep at night. It's lamentable. It destroys families. I've seen countless relationships that ended not for lack of love, but because of numerous arguments arising from lack of money. Let's take our finances more seriously. The second financial level is spending everything you earn. The person receives their salary, manages to pay all their debts, but nothing is left, not even for an ice cream. The person can pay all his debts, but nothing is left. This financial model needs to be corrected as soon as possible, because this person isn't living, they're just surviving. The third level is a bit better. The person receives their salary, manages to pay all the month's debts, and saves some money. However, they don't know what to do with the saved money, so they end up wasting it on useless things, or sometimes leave it in savings, where it devalues every day due to inflation. The fourth financial level is what I recommend to everyone. The person receives their salary, pays all bills, saves some money, and uses the surplus as a multiplier. In my case, some years ago, before becoming a millionaire, I took the surplus from my salary and bought products to resell, buying for 50 and selling for 100, thus multiplying my money through entrepreneurship. But if you don't know how to be an entrepreneur, you need to know how to invest to operate your financial life at level 4. First, make sure you have money left over Then make it multiply. Take your surplus and buy stocks with potential for appreciation or real estate funds. These are variable income assets. The profit here is higher, but there are more risks. Alternatively, invest in something less risky, but with less profit. Less profit is better than none. In this case, you could invest in treasury bonds. For example, search on YouTube later about how to invest your money wisely. The investment needs to have three things: safety, profitability, and liquidity. Now let's talk a little about money. Money has 5 levels. Don't confuse it with financial levels, which are 4, as we just discussed. Now let's talk about the 5 levels of money. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. It doesn't make sense for you to be watching this video until now without subscribing. If you're still watching, it's because it's making sense to you, and it will make even more sense if you subscribe. When it comes to money, consider these 5 levels. The first level of money is earning. This is non-negotiable. Find a way to earn money. So the first level is earning. The second level is investing. Got some money? Set aside a portion of that money to invest, because this will make your money grow over time. Invest even if it's the minimum. For example, receive 100, invest 10. Receive 200, invest 20, and so on. So the second level of money is investing. Got some money? Take some of it out to invest. The third level of money is saving. When considering spending, ask yourself, do I really need this item? Most of the time, you'll find that you don't. If you decide not to spend on frivolous things, then you'll be saving money. I want you to understand that I don't want you to be stingy or deprive yourself of things you enjoy. That's not what I'm teaching here. Sometimes you'll feel like eating a pizza, so go ahead, because you deserve it. But if you're buying a new pair of shoes and you already have 150 pairs, then save your money, as it would be an unnecessary expense. After all, you're not a caterpillar. You only have 2 feet. The fourth level of money is keeping. Set aside part of your money like personal tithing, because the money you save will act as a magnet, attracting even more money as money attracts money. For instance, when you turn on the tap in your house, the water flows down to the river. The river flows into the sea, so water goes where there is water. Hatred goes to those who hate, love goes to those who love, and money goes to those who have money. When you practice personal tithing, you're declaring that you have money, and even more money will come into your life. This money will be stored in an account just to attract more money. You might think, I earn little money, and if I do this, nothing will be left. However, if you already earn little, 10% is almost nothing, and you can do it. There are people around the world who live on much less than you and live well. The fifth level of money is spending, where you pay your debts and buy what you like. But notice that money has 5 levels. Most people don't let money go through these 5 levels. The money that many earn only passes through the first and last levels, which are earning and spending. If it's only like this, you'll hardly get anywhere. Let's talk about receiving money. How do you receive your money? In the form of salary or profit? Let me tell you something. Most people receive a salary, but profit is better than salary. If you agree to work for someone in exchange for a salary, you're limiting your chances of earning more money because the salary is payment for hours worked. Since your hours are limited, just like everyone else's, when your hours worked end, the chances of you earning more money also end. So it's preferable to work for profit, not for salary, for example. When you sell a product, you make a profit. Products can be unlimited, unlike your time. Many people say they don't like selling, but the truth is we're all sellers. We're all selling something. If you're an employee, you're selling your time. If someone is willing to pay for your time, it's because they're earning much more from your service. Now imagine using that time to work on something that's yours. Be passionate about sales. It's the best business in the world. Avoid selling your time because time is the scarcest asset humans have. Once wasted, you can't recover it. Many people spend their whole lives working for a salary, and that amount isn't even that high. People stop working on something for themselves to work for others. That's why you need to work on something that's yours. If you don't work hard to achieve your dreams, someone will hire you to achieve theirs, and in return, they'll give you a salary while they keep all the profit. To attract wealth into your life, you need to learn to work with giving and receiving. Some people are great givers, but terrible receivers. They're too proud to accept something from someone. There are also people who are great receivers, but terrible givers. They're mediocre people. So learn to work with giving and receiving. Giving and receiving is like a wheel. A half wheel doesn't turn properly, so for this wheel of wealth to spin in your life, it must be complete. You need to learn to work with giving, as it acts as a multiplier in your life. Consider the gardener who prunes trees to produce more flowers and fruits. Sometimes it's necessary to prune the money tree too, so it yields more fruits. Giving has two aspects. When you give to those in need, you're being charitable. When you buy a gift for a friend who could easily buy it himself, you're being generous. The key is to do both. Give to those in need and those who don't need it. If you only give to those in need, you're training your brain incorrectly, programming your unconscious to think, to receive, I need to be in need. When you give to those who don't need it, you're telling your subconscious, I receive even when I don't need it. You've learned how to work with giving. Now you need to learn how to work with receiving. When someone offers you something, accept it, because doing a good deed releases dopamine in their brain, making them happy. If you refuse, you're stealing someone's happiness. For money to flow well in your life and make the wheel of wealth spin faster, always work with giving and receiving. The world is always evolving. What you work with today is different from the past when people worked in crop fields because that was available. Those who owned property and had the most servants ruled the world. As the world evolved, the Industrial Revolution arrived, leading to the rural exodus, where people left the countryside for the city, moving from fields to companies with machines during the Industrial Revolution. Those with more money once ruled the world as it constantly evolved. Now, we're in the digital revolution. In 1996, Bill Gates predicted two types of companies, those doing business online and those out of business. Believe it or not, that time has arrived. Look at your credit card. How many online purchases have you made recently? How many meals have you ordered through apps? People even ride in cars through apps. Today, the world is digital. If people or companies aren't online, they're outdated. In the rural era, landowners ruled. In the Industrial Revolution, the wealthy ruled. In the digital revolution, those with information rule. Notice how the valuable currency keeps changing. Today, information is more valuable than gold. The digital era doesn't require talent or diplomas. The internet is open to anyone, whether as a spectator or a producer, with minimal entry barriers. Sometimes, all a person needs is a cell phone to start creating digital content and earn a lot of money. Today, being a digital content creator is highly lucrative. The teacher who earns the most money is the one who creates digital content. The doctor who earns the most money is the one who creates content for the internet, and there's room for you too if you want. In my case, I'm not a doctor and I'm not particularly talented, but I have extensive knowledge about creating digital content. I've been doing this since 2021 and have made a few million through the internet. Today, I create content without needing to appear or use my voice. The voice you're hearing isn't mine. It's generated by artificial intelligence, but the text is 100% mine. I typed every word you're hearing, including these words I'm typing now. If you want to learn from me how to create these types of videos, I left a link in the description. Many people say they don't make money because they lack a good education, aren't doctors or lawyers, or didn't graduate from college. Well, I see you still don't understand. Nowadays, making money isn't about that. You can manufacture nails and make more money than many doctors combined because you'll earn for the value you generate for people or companies. Let me exemplify. Imagine you manufacture nails to sell. You can sell nails to various stores that sell building materials, and you can even sell your goods online, even while you're sleeping. While a doctor can attend to one person at a time, you can serve several people at once through online stores. But I know you don't manufacture nails, so let's go to another example. Why does a digital influencer sometimes earn in a month an amount that a doctor won't earn in their entire life? Let's explain now. Everything I'm teaching you is for you to apply in your life somehow. Imagine I'm a digital influencer. I have 3 million followers. Of course, some influencers have more than that. A very famous bag brand decided to hire me to promote their products in a 60-minute live stream. During the stream, only 1% of my followers decided to buy, so 30,000 people purchased a bag on sale that costs $3,000. However, during my live stream, I offered a discount coupon, and for my followers, each bag cost $900. The conclusion was that 30,000 people spent $900 each, generating $27 million for the company in 60 minutes. It's fair that they pay me at least $1 million. Meanwhile, a doctor who charges $300 per consultation can attend to at most 3 people in 60 minutes. So you earn 960 minutes, and in the same time, I can earn $1 million as a simple influencer. Do you see the impact the internet can cause? While a doctor can impact the lives of a few people working from an office, an influencer can impact thousands, even millions. That's why I say the best business today is to work through the internet, as you can impact many people with a global reach. People will pay you according to the value you generate if you generate value for a few people. At one time, you'll receive little, but if you can impact the lives of thousands, you'll earn thousands of dollars. If you can impact millions, you'll earn millions, and that's the new game. Instead of lamenting, learn to play. There's room for you too. That's why Amazon, Facebook, and YouTube earn billions monthly. They impact billions of lives. I know you can't create the next Amazon, but you can be a digital content creator and impact millions through your content. I have much more to share, but if I continue, the video will be too long. I can make part 2 if you want. Just comment if you like the video and want more. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this content with family and friends, because good things should be shared. Now, there are 2 videos on your screen that I prepared with great care. These videos are full of knowledge that will add great value to your financial life. Click on one and watch it now.